Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So as we all know, we are approaching the end of the year and we are entering into 2026. And with that being said, I love goal setting and planning for the next year, and I thought what better way than to sit down with you guys and talk about some of the things that I'm planning on doing in this upcoming year and what I'm doing to set myself up for success. So the first thing I'm doing to set myself up for the new year is taking my wellness journey a little bit more seriously. I need to get back on track because this year was a lot. I was planning for a wedding in the beginning of the year, so I feel like I was really on my grind, making sure that I was eating well, exercising daily, and just making sure that I looked like the baddest. After the wedding, I kind of just started enjoying myself, indulging here and there, and although it was nice, we got to reel it back in a little bit. We got to reel it back in because I definitely gained some weight. I'm not proud of it, but that's life. Life happens. So honestly, the goal is just to get back on track. The way I'm going to get back on track is by getting 10K steps a day like I used to. Just really prioritizing whole foods and not eating out as much. I think food is the hardest part for me, just like keeping that under control just with the past experiences I've had in relation to food. And so I want this new year I just want to redefine what food means to me this year, not let it have such a weight in my life. So just prioritizing foods that actually make me feel good and not overeating, not overindulging. So that's the plan. Apart from getting 10K steps every day, I do want to try to continue to add strength training and Pilates to my workout routine. Walking alone does great wonders to your body, and you don't even have to get 10K steps. Actually, you just have to get at least 7K. And so 10K steps is just like that extra push, that extra challenge for me, which is why I'm doing 10K specifically. But in addition to that, I also want to make sure that I'm adding other things to my workout regimen that will help me tone and not just lose weight. Next, I want to make sure that I'm taking my vitamins daily, whether that's prenatals, whether that's vitamin D, my iron supplements, whatever it is, just making sure that I am taking that on a daily basis. I've always had iron. Like, it would always be in my cabinets, but would I take it every day? No. And I think this year I started actually being really intentional about taking it, and it's made a huge difference in the quality of life that I have. I'm not always, well, that's a lie. I was gonna say I'm not always tired. That is a lie, kind of, because obviously I'm more tired when I'm not taking my iron supplements. And I do think something that a lot of women don't realize is that having an iron deficiency actually will make you have hair loss. And girls, I know you don't want to be losing your hair, so I suggest and I advise that you take your iron pills. Take your iron pills, okay? If not for nothing, if not for the fatigue and all of that stuff, if you don't want to lose your hair, I advise you to take them pills, okay? And just be more diligent, even when I'm traveling, making sure I pack enough with me. The next thing I'm doing to set myself up for the new year would be reading at least one book or one chapter or one verse at least a day. Making sure that I start my morning with Christ and end my night with Christ is super important. I find myself getting super busy throughout the day and not being able to really sit down and delve into the word like I would hope to. Decided that if I can at least get a chapter, a verse, or a book in a day, that would be super helpful. I don't have to sit there and dissect the entire chapter or the verse, right? But at least getting some type of word in. When I think about sitting there and doing a Bible study, I don't know why I just dread it so much. I'm I just don't want to do it. But then when I actually do it and I I'm actually in the word and reading, I enter like this flow state. It's really crazy. Like I enter a flow state when I actually do my Bible study. I'm setting myself realistic goals. So I want to start at least doing an in-depth Bible study, personal Bible study, at least 3 to 4 times a week. And I know that might sound like a little right now, but I'm trying to make a goal that is realistic, that I can actually attain, right? So once I'm able to attain that, then we will increase it to every single day. But as of right now, I am setting for myself that I think, or that I know that I will be able to attain, is 3 to 4 times a week. And I've already started that now. I'm not waiting until the new year. I've started it literally this week. I started it immediately. You don't have to wait until January 1st to get your goals in. Start now. The next thing I'm doing to set myself up for success in the new year is actually utilizing my planner. So I got a planner this week. Y'all know how it goes. You get the planner, you're super excited to use it. It doesn't end up being touched. I will say that 2025 was the year that I used my planner the most, and I know I could have been better. So the plan is to use my new planner that I just bought. It's very cute. Let me see if I could actually grab it to show you guys. Hold on. So I just went to go grab my planner. I just got this planner from Target and she is stunning. I don't know if you could see the print on here, but it's like this tortoise shell print and she's just beautiful. And so I was like, if I'm going to get a planner, it's gonna have to be a cute one, okay? So I got this planner and I've already started writing stuff in there. Did not waste time. I'm not waiting till January 1st. We're starting now. The plan with this planner is to actually use it every Sunday. I'm going to sit down, do my little reset after church, of course. Actually after the nap, after church. And I'm gonna write in my planner for the week, right? Technically the week starts on Sunday, but in my mind it actually starts on Monday. So I use Sunday to kind of plan for the week, whether it's the content that I have to shoot or the meals that I want to make or the groceries I have to pick up, right? So my husband and I, we like to kind of plan the week ahead of what we're gonna eat. I want to incorporate that in my Sunday planning, but we don't always get to it, right? So I want to make sure that in the upcoming year that we're actually intentional about planning for the week ahead, because that creates less stress. I feel like a lot of times when I wait until the day of to figure out what we're having for dinner, it actually just like sends me into a spiral, because I'm like, okay, I don't know what to eat. What are we gonna eat? Like, living with a man is not easy, because if it was up to me, I would just have cereal for dinner and that's it. Or I'll just find girl dinner, find something in the cabinet, right? But because there's a man in this house and they actually like to eat real food, I have to figure out what we're gonna eat. So girl dinner is not an option, which is why it's amazing and great to plan. That is something that I'm going to be very intentional about in the upcoming year to save myself a lot of stress. And just even meal planning from a nutritional perspective, making sure that the foods that we're eating are planned in advance. So if it's last minute, we're not like, oh, let's just order something, you know, because that has happened a lot of times where we don't have anything planned for dinner and we're like, okay, let's just order something, which is okay once in a while. I don't want to make it a weekly thing. The next thing I'm doing to set myself up for success in the new year is tending to my relationships. Now, let me explain what I mean. Not only am I talking about my relationship with my husband or my relationship with my family, I'm also talking about friends, fostering the friendships that I have made, because making friends in adulthood is not easy. I was just talking to one of my girlfriends about this, that you know, the friends that you grew up with, they know everything about you. There's not one thing they don't know about you. So it's very easy to kind of pick up where you left off, right? But with friends that you meet in adulthood, it's very different, because you guys have lived your own separate lives, separate entities. You don't know anything about each other, so you have to build that foundation. This has been a learning process for sure, and I feel like I still have a long ways to go when it comes to being a good friend in adulthood. Yeah, so I'm definitely still learning. I think that when I think of somebody, just trying to reach out to them, not trying to let too much time pass by before, you know, you reach out to your friends again, and just making sure that, you know, you're there for them when they need you the most. No relationship is perfect, but just fostering the relationships I do have right now, fostering the relationship I have with my husband. I got married at the beginning of this year, and we're now at the end of the year, and it has been such a blessing, such an experience, actually growing and not staying stagnant. That is the goal in all of my relationships. And then just like family wise, making sure I'm reaching out to my grandparents, to my parents, and my siblings. I mean, me and my siblings talk pretty much every day. My parents, we talk pretty often as well. It's my grandparents that I really need to foster that relationship with, because I don't want it to be too late. And, you know, I didn't have as many conversations with them as I would have hoped. The last thing I'm doing to set myself up for success in the new year is just making sure that I steward the things that God has given to me. There has been so many amazing, great things that God has given me this year, and I want to make sure that I'm actually stewarding it and being a good steward of the things He's given me. It's amazing and great to desire and request for more, but if you are not being a good steward of what He has given you already, then how is He going to provide you with more? So that means my car, my apartment, making sure the apartment is always tidy, and just being a good owner of all the things that I have. So these are just a few of the things that I'm going to be implementing in 2026. If there's anything that I didn't say that you guys have to add to the list, then you should definitely put it in the comments below. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video and cannot wait to see you in 2026. All right, bye.